One Piece chapter 1082 it has fleshed Buggy out way more than any of us have expected in the best way imaginable. Somebody who started off as serious in the East Blue, like he was a serious foe, a bit goofy still, a bit of a gag, but having moments where there is a legitimate strength to him. And it's one of the greatest powers in a One Piece universe that Luffy has, and that is the power to create allies. Even Buggy's presence in the series, for somebody that doesn't know Buggy, like, he was on Roger's ship. He over here talking to Shanks crazy. He's like in every almost pivotal moment. This guy, he escaped the Impel Down. He was one of those guys. But with here, the effects of Cross Guild on the New World, I love how they're having an impact. It isn't like, hey, we got a random crew of pirates. Not random, but random. We got a crew of pirates here just to have like another big bad roaming the seas. No. Cross Guild is having a negative impact around the world for the Marines. Ever since they set the bounties out, it has this new element of, oh, now y'all getting hunted too. We don't care. We don't care about the Marines no more. We're chasing them. T-Bone, Vice Admiral, was murdered, and it sent shockwaves for the Marines. Y'all being eaten alive. Y'all being chased down. And what makes it worse is that he was apparently murdered by like a commoner, a regular citizen. A regular citizen, which this is starting to become dangerous for the Marines because you're supposed to protect these people. But if they could potentially kill you, backstab you, there's a lot of tension. There's going to be a lot of paranoia, a lot of questionable moments and leadership for the Marines themselves. Is this going to lead up to a coup? Potentially. But Cross Guild's presence and effectiveness in the story has been a pleasant surprise, and I am beyond excited at how pivotal they are to the end game of One Piece. Now, Buggy's character development, where it's hilarious because Buggy's crew, they revamped the ship and it's just like all based on Buggy, Mihawk, and Crocodile like beating him. They're like, yo, what's wrong with your crew? What's wrong with you trying to make yourself as like the big bad? And then Buggy, just sort of had enough. Of the way they were handling things. He had enough game beat. He had enough of their minuscule ambitions and goals and said, hey, we need to think bigger. We need to step up. You're Mihawk, right? You're a Crocodile, right? Former warlord, greatest swordsman in the world. It's time to go for the big thing. What's the series about? The One Piece. And Buggy was able to give a hell of a speech to his crew about the One Piece. And he was able to show that as much as Buggy could be a bit of a gag, as much as he could be a bit of a coward at times, is that his experience with Roger and Shanks was legitimate and serious when it comes to the piracy, when it comes to the adventure, the journey. It's something that he took pride in. Even seeing Shanks as to be someone who will be the successor of Roger, someone he respects and admires and who he believed to lead. And find the One Piece. So for Buggy to give us this exposition, to go forward and acknowledging that, hey, we made it this far. We need to think bigger. And that's something about Buggy. Buggy has never played small. Buggy has always done what he needed to do to be bigger, think bigger. And I'm loving the dynamic and relationship between Buggy and Shanks. Getting that more fleshed out to where I saw them as legitimate friends, but this just doubled down on that. And now we got all parties going for the One Piece. This is going to be a crazy battle royale, free for all. One Piece chapter 1082. Amazing.